It is way too easy to overspend and overshop in Japan. But luckily, it is pretty straightforward to send stuff back to your home while on holiday. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is get a cardboard box, and you can find these at Daiso, but equally you can ask your hotel or even a local convenience store if they have spare cardboard boxes that you can use. Now, the next step is the most intensive, and honestly, it's not too difficult, especially if you're used to sending packages in the UK or wherever you're from. And when you're making an account, make sure to register the hotel or place that you're staying at as your address. And don't worry, they literally tell you to do this, so you're not breaking any kind of rules. And now that you've made your account, all you have to do is fill out where you're going to be sending your packages to, which shipping method you want to use, and personally, if you want to get the package quick or if you want the package to be insured or tracked, I recommend EMS. It's slightly more expensive, but it's really, really, really quick. And then all you have to do is fill out exactly what's going to be inside of the package. And when it comes to filling out what you're going to be sending, make sure to be very specific. So for example, for an anime figure, you need to specify what it's made out of, i.e. plastic, whether it is boxed, whether it is unboxed, whether it's new or used. And also make sure to specify that nothing has batteries in it. I don't know why, it's just something that will come up. And again, if there's a language barrier, it can be harder for them to communicate with you about whether or not they need this information. Also, if you don't know the weight of each individual item, don't worry too much. Just put 150 grams for each one that you don't know the weight of, and they will just weigh the package before they send it anyway. Once you've made sure that this is all filled out properly, all you have to do is print it. And when it comes to printing items off in Japan, there are a couple of options to choose. You can try and see if your hotel is able to print it off for you, and they probably will accommodate it. Or worst case, you can actually go to any decent sized 7-Eleven, Lawson's or Family Mart, and they usually have a printer. And once your package is all taped up and ready to go, and you've printed off your shipping label, you can take it to a local post office. Although if you are somebody who doesn't have any kind of grasp on Japanese, I do recommend going to a more touristy area where there is a post office, just because there is a better chance that they will understand more English and you can have an easier conversation. But worst case, just use Google Translate and I'm sure you'll be fine. And yeah, that's about it. It's pretty easy to do once you know what to do. I definitely recommend sending stuff back to yourself if you are buying bulkier items, because otherwise you're going to be paying a lot of money in excess luggage fees.